What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. It is the 15th of October. We're sitting at $65,300, $65,400 in that range there. We had a nice move up yesterday, 5.2 or 5.1%. With a high of $66,500. That is a nice bit of movement that we've had. That is the biggest day, I think, from an opening to closing basis that we've seen in quite some time, actually, for Bitcoin. I don't think we haven't seen a 5% day since August 27th. So good job. Yeah, definitely nice to see. Coming in at an area where you would expect that we're about to see like a breakout move and things to come up. I remember yesterday I made a video, Bitcoin all-time highs by end of month. I didn't give myself a like. Let's give myself a like. Hit that like button, you guys. You know you want to. That was yesterday's video. I realized that at 64K or lower, calling for new all-time highs that are above 73.8K by the end of this month of October, of which we're already halfway through, right? It is the 15th today. I realized that yesterday that might have been a crazy title, right? But today, tell me if I'm crazy, right? Tell me if it doesn't feel like we've got a little bit of wind beneath our wings, and this might actually happen where we might be in the midst of a move right now that takes us above all-time highs. You don't believe me? Let's go back. Let's just go back in time. Let's take a stroll through time. I'm going to do a little bit of something that I did in yesterday's video, but we're going to make it really quick, okay? I'll use a daily, okay? We'll go back to last October. That happened in 2023, okay? Obviously, it's 2024, obviously that, right? Beginning of October here, first day right here, moved up on the second, but really it was boring, and then you moved down until about the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, around this time last year. You started to move up a lot. By the end of the month, you were at the highest, you're at new highs for the cycle. Not new all-time highs, but new cycle highs, right? You were down here at the lowest point of October with all this way to go, and then by the end of the month, that last stretch, you eclipsed it all. You literally eclipsed it all and continued to move afterwards, right? That was last October, a bullish October in the bull run, okay? The October before that was in a bear run. Bear run Octobers don't normally perform like bull run Octobers, but we did have an early October dump and then a late October pump as well, right? So it does stand to reason. And you can go back in time, look at any bull run October, and tell me you don't find the same thing where the second half of October, literally around the half and afterwards, that's when you see the bullish stuff take place, if not all of October, okay? October 31st, again, is Bitcoin's birthday. So that's kind of the theory behind it. But who knows? There's a bunch of other reasons why October makes sense to pump as well. There's a lot of like key economic reasons on an annual basis that makes sense for October to pump. Not just for Bitcoin, but across the boards. But anyways, here we are in that second half now, right? Is it crazy? Does it sound crazy that we could be at new all-time highs by the end of the month? I don't think so, man. I think we're in the midst of that right now, and I really just wanted to make this video to say, you guys, I think it's going to be more convincing by the day. I think that yesterday was validation. Really, this whole week it's been validation that we are about to break out of this consolidation phase. And when we break out of it, man, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like, you guys realize, right? We've been talking about Bitcoin going to $100,000 since 2017, probably earlier than that for some people, but 2017 was when people really genuinely thought we were going to get above $100,000. Last cycle, a lot more people thought we were going to get above $100,000. This cycle, we can taste it, right? It's almost there. We break out of this consolidation phase here that we're in right now, that we've been in for the past like 7-8 months, which we're about to do, right? By the end of this month, I'm expecting we're about to break out of this, right? We're halfway through the month. We are literally about to do it. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop here, right? We're not going to stop at 90K. We break out of this zone. That means nothing shy of $100,000. Bitcoin soon, very soon, is about to validate the idea that we're going to see 6 figures and beyond, right? That's what this means, breaking out of this zone here. It's all about to happen. We'll have a confirmation of the break. You want to know what that looks like? Let's go over that, right? Okay, so I mean, if you want it at a basic kind of level, you can draw a trend line here. maybe like this. It's not necessarily the best fit, but it does best fit these highs here. You could draw a trend line from this high to these highs here, right? Maybe something like that if I could get it on the right high. And maybe when you get a weekly price to close above this white line or this white line, that's when you're getting a breakout, right? You could look at it like that. If you want to look at it from a fib perspective, which that's normally what I do, you can take it from a high to a low. Your breakout point would technically be at $70,471, the 886 there. That would be your breakout point. Or you could take it from just a price perspective, which is also something that I do, which is where you look at the price. You have a trend, right? It's a downtrend because you have lower lows, lower highs. When do you break the downtrend? It's whenever you form a higher high. So technically when you take out that high, which is basically at $70,000, right? Off the fibs, it's like $70,500. Off of price, it's $70,000, right? Off of this little pattern that we have, maybe it's closer to $67,000, whatever. I feel the most confident saying that we will know that we've broken out of this zone when we see prices closing above 70.5K, $70,500, at least 70K. But essentially when we're up here, I don't think there's any denying anymore that we are breaking out of this zone. I don't think there's any denying anymore that we're on our way and fast to prices that are above $100,000. And that's all I wanted to say. We're in the midst of it now. Yesterday was definitely affirming and convincing and nice to see above average volume. Definitely a lot of good things going on yesterday. We are in an area though where we need where it would be nice to see continuation, rather immediate continuation. It's okay if we consolidate here. I would not like to see us reject. I definitely would not like to see us reject, so let's not do that. We're down 1.2% today. It's okay so far. We have 18 hours left in the day, so we have a lot of time to recover. We just moved up a lot, so just a little standard volatility. It never hurts, right? It's okay. The 4-hour RSI, which is a shorter term time frame, it looks really good. It looks very bullish. It would make sense that we do continue growing based off of this RSI, right? I'm not worried about the daily, but again, it would be nice to not reject here, because if we did, we're rejecting off of an area where we found resistance before. We're rejecting off of the overbought zone. That could send us down a lot more. That could really kill a lot of the momentum that we have now. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't see that happening, but that's just something, again, that we wouldn't want to happen. So ideally, today, over the rest of the week, we just continue to move on up, and that's exactly what I expect to happen. So by the end of the month, guys, it's just going to be the same call that I'm going to make every single video probably until the end of this month, or until it looks like I'm wrong, or until it's validated. I don't know, one or the other. But I'm going to say until the end of the month, guys, that I believe we're going to be at new all-time highs by the end of this month, right? We're on our way right now. We're on the 15th, so we got 15 to 16 days left. We got 16 days left. If you count today, I guess it's 17 days, 16 and a half days, whatever, to make the magic happen. New all-time highs. We might be at 80K, man. We genuinely might be at 80K. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you want to see an October analysis where I go over the averages for the month of October over the last 2 bull cycles, I don't do it throughout the whole video, but there is a part toward the end. I feel like it is actually at the very end of this video. Let me see. Where are we at? Not Bitcoin end of year price predictions, Bitcoin October analysis. I'll copy this. I said I was going to put this on my last video and I forgot to, but I'll put this in the description of this video here. If you want to watch toward the end. I know it's a 19-minute, 20-second video. If you watch like the last 5 minutes of it, you'd probably get, I think that's the area where I do measurements, I do calculations based off of the growth of every October that we've seen in a bull cycle. For the last 2 bull cycles, I take the average of those growths and I project it out for this cycle, and I'm pretty sure that would put this October not just at new all-time highs, but prices above 80K, if I'm not mistaken, by the end of this month. But I'm not 100% sure. So if you're curious about that, you want to see me do some number crunching or just get that out of the way without doing it yourself, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check that out. That's all I got, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I think I said everything I needed to say. We're moving up, man. Things are looking good. the good times haven't even started, or they're just starting. We're like cracking the egg, or we're tapping it. It hasn't cracked yet, but we're about to crack it open and get to cooking. So take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.